Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Planet Zoo and Wildlife World. And this is the first video since the new South America Pack DLC came out, so super excited to start adding all that stuff into Wildlife World. If you're not familiar with what is in the South America Pack, I did do sort of like a overview video. You can check that out on my channel right now. But I wanted to give you guys a kind of quick update and, sort of, I guess, plans for what we want to do for this area in Wildlife World. So as you can see, I made like what at least I think is like a fun entry area. It's called Paso del Valle. I think I'm probably totally butchered that, but basically it means Valley Pass. And I thought that was kind of a fun little name and also kind of fitting because so taking a look at sort of the planned area, and it kind of sinks down a little bit. It's sort of like a valley in a way, I guess, just because it, kind of dips down a little bit in the middle. But yeah, so this is what is gonna be the new South America area of our zoo, and I'm super excited to jump into it. But I wanted to I did do a live stream and we terraformed all the land here, and we actually have our first habitat here, which we'll take a look at as well. But I wanted to, before we really got too far into building anything, I wanted to show you guys sort of what the plan is. So, this way, if you have any ideas or suggestions on, like what we should build, how we should build it, and all that stuff, this way we have like a nice blank slate basically to kind of figure out what we want to do with everything. But yeah, so to give you kind of an idea of where we are, so this is the Arctic area here, and it seemed like the best spot to add the South America area right here. I was kind of torn between doing it right here or also doing it over here, like coming off of this area. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it was suggested that we do it over here, and I honestly think it's probably the best spot to do it. So we just took the path here coming off of the Arctic area. It's called Alpine Cove is our Arctic area, and kind of curve it around here, and then it comes in through this, like I said, I think it's a pretty cool like little arch entryway. It's sort of supposed to look like like ruined temple pieces. Also did a fun kind of lighting with it, so we can take a look at it here at nighttime. So I decided to use some green lighting around it as kind of more like accent lighting, and I thought it looked really cool against the like red glow of the torches, which are a brand new light in the game that comes with the South America pack, which I'm super happy that they've been adding more kind of like fire lights into the game. They did the same thing with the Arctic pack. There were some new torches there, and then they added some in the South America pack as well. So super cool. I love the red glow. The lighting in this game is like always so good because like I like to make sure that the lighting is always on point in Wildlife World. Always take great care to make sure that we do some really cool lighting. So I think it turned out really cool. I like the kind of ruined temple vibe that we have with that, and we'll probably kind of keep with that same theme moving forward throughout the area. We'll do some temple stuff. There's lots of new like bamboo pieces, so we'll do something with that as well. I would like to do like a big, maybe for the llamas and the jaguars, or maybe just the jaguars, I don't know, but like a really big kind of ruined temple habitat for them, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. But looking at the first habitat that we have here, this is for the giant anteater. And it's a pretty simple habitat. It's nothing like too crazy, but I think it's, it fits with the realistic vibe that we try to make with Wildlife World. that's kind of another thing I was thinking about, you know, because we do try to make this zoo like something you would see in real life. And I feel like with the South America pack, we might get a little bit away from the sort of realistic vibe of it. But I kind of tried, I was like, during the live stream, I was like, you know what, maybe we'll think of it like, you know, Wildlife World is making some good money. Maybe that got some extra like grant money or something, or donations. And they were like, you know what, let's make like a really cool, super detailed, highly themed area for Wildlife World. So that's kind of what, you know, kind of what I'm going with, I guess, if you want to say story-wise, for Wildlife World. And the other thing is we'll probably have 2 staff areas. So if you've been watching the series, you know, we do like these little staff centers here that maintain the area that they're in. So like all these staff buildings maintain the habitats that go around it there. We'll probably have 2 of those in the South America area, just because I feel like it's kind of a big area, and I don't know, it just seemed like 2 will be best. So we'll probably do another one of these over here somewhere. But again, that kind of just depends on how we end up building, because, you know, nothing's ever really set in stone. And like I said, I want to get your guys' suggestions and ideas as well. But yeah, so the giant anteater habitat turned out pretty cool. I love these like new bamboo pieces. I love, there's these green ones and there's yellow ones. There's also, as part of the free update, there was some new scenery and building pieces added to that. And one of them is this glass piece, which is, if I edit this here, see if I can actually select it. But it's just this simple little glass piece, and very, very similar to the glass pieces that they had added in Planet Coaster. But I added them to the barrier here because I thought that made it feel a little bit more realistic. Like, yeah, they're gonna have some glass here to you know, kind of block off the thing. And oh my god, look at this guy climbing up the scratching post. Oh my god, that's actually the first time I've seen him do that. That's so cool. It's also super cool watching them eat from the ant hills, because they like climb up on that as well. And for the information board here, we made like a fun little stand. We'll probably use this for all the habitats, and then obviously, you know, you just replace it with the select a different animal there. But we did the same thing like in the Africa area. We used the same design for all the habitats, so we'll probably keep up with that. But yeah, I think this is looking really cool so far. I'm really happy with it. We also did, so these new mossy rocks are my new favorite thing. If you know me enough, or if you've ever seen any of the live streams I do over on my Twitch channel, you know how much I love placing rocks, and these new rocks are freaking so cool. They're dynamic mossy rocks. And basically what that means is no matter which way you flip and rotate the rock, the moss will always be on top. So for instance, like, you don't see any moss right there, right? Well, let's flip it over. Flip it over, and now the moss is on top there. Or we want to flip it over this way, and now the moss is still there. So that's super cool. Excited about that. Obviously, I placed a bunch of those around there. I also did, what else did I do? Oh yeah, we finally detailed this little area. So for the boat ride, we had done this side of the lake, and then I don't know, for whatever reason, we just started doing other stuff, and this one got kind of, I don't know, I just forgot about it, honestly. But so we did this during the live stream as well, which is just a nice little simple scenery area. Not a lot going on, like, I don't know, it's nothing like fancy, it just looks really nice, I feel like. Also using the moss rocks again because they're so cool. I love the rocks. But other than that, we haven't done anything else in the zoo since the last video. Another thing I plan to do is we're gonna have a new waterfall here because there are new waterfall effects, which is a new, it's a murky waterfall, which is super cool. So, like if we'll go, let's find the midsection one. There we are. So like you can see, like it's kind of dirty and like, I don't know, kind of gross looking almost, but if we, so you can kind of get an idea and see what it looks like. So there's the regular waterfall, and this is the new murky waterfall. So we're gonna take advantage of that and make like a really nice waterfall here, because you know we like to do some waterfalls here in Wildlife World too. I was thinking I don't know if we want to maybe replace some of the waterfall effects in our cascading river here with the murky waterfall effects. I think that might look cool because, you know, it's kind of shallow, and I feel like when rivers and streams are shallow, they kick up the dirt more, so the water usually appears dirtier. I feel like that's an idea we could do. So yeah, I mean, this is where we are. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys sort of like a quick look at the area we're going to be working in, and then I want to get your feedback and your suggestions and ideas on what we should do in the South America area. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are excited and looking forward to the new area in Wildlife World. It's always fun when they release a new DLC. I mean, I know this is only the second one, but it's always cool because it kind of, I feel like, brings new life to the zoo because we have all these new building pieces and scenery and animals to work with. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys are too. So as always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.